Hello guys, back again, SK here. Today in this video we are going to create a virtual network in Azure Cloud Computing Services. What is Azure Virtual Network? Azure Virtual Network, also known as VNET, is the fundamental building block for a private network in Microsoft Azure. It enables many types of Azure resources such as Azure virtual machines to securely communicate with each other using the internet, as well as on-premises networks. You will need to have an Azure subscription to be able to do this. Without wasting your time, guys, let's begin. Okay guys, so what you need to do right now is to sign in into your Azure portal. On the Azure portal, use the search box at the top, or click Create a Resource Link top left of the window. However, for me, I'll use click Create a Resource Link. Create a Resource window will be displayed, and look for the search box. In the search box, type Virtual Network, and then select Virtual Network Link and click to open. Notice that the Virtual Network window is now displayed. Click Create button to create your VNet. Now that we are on the Create Virtual Network window, in the Create Virtual Network window, fill in the details. For the project details, select your subscription. As for me, I'll use Pay-As-You-Go SK. For the resource group, we have an option to select an existing resource group from the drop-down box or to create a new one. Select or create a new one. As for me, I'll use Trainer RG. Instance details. Give your instance a name, and I'll use Trainer VNet. For the region, select from the drop-down box your preferable choice. And for me, I'll use UK West. Why? Because it is the closest region to where I live. Now select Next IP Addresses link. IPv4 address space you can leave as default or change it to whatever you like. And as for me, I'll use 192.168.0.0 site 22. Site 22 will give us 1024 IP addresses. Ignore IPv6 address space for now. Next, click Add Subnet button to create our subnet. Subnet pop-up window will be displayed on the top right-hand side of the screen. For subnet name, fill in your details, and I'll use front end as my subnet name. Subnet address range, I'll use 192.168.0 site 23. Ignore NAT gateway and service endpoints for now, and click the Add button to add subnet. Notice that front-end subnet has been added. Once again, click Add Subnet button to create our second subnet. Name whatever you like, and I will name it backend. Subnet address range, I'll use 192.168.2.0 site 23. Once again, ignore NAT gateway and service endpoints, and click the Add button. Notice that backend subnet has been added, and we now have two subnets displayed, front end and backnet subnet. Now select the next security link. Under the security window, leave everything as default. Now select next tags link to add tags. So what is a tag? Tags will allow us to classify resources and view consolidated billing by applying the same tag to your multiple resources and resource groups. Track names are case insensitive and are limited to 512 characters. Meanwhile, tag values are case sensitive and are limited to 56 characters. Again, for the tags, fill in whatever you like. For the tag name, I'll use triangle VNET. And for the value tag, I'll use triangle VNET UK West. When you are done filling in your details, next select Review plus Create. Validation will take place. Notice that validation is passed successfully. Let's click the Create button. Take a look at the top right of the window. Initializing deployment. Now our deployment is being submitted. Deployment in progress. Congratulations guys, our deployment is succeeded. Now click Go to Resource to view your newly deployed virtual network. Now notice that we have our address space for 192.168.0.0 SAID 22 with a total of 1024 IP addresses. Now let's check our subnets. Notice that we have created our two subnets successfully, back end and front end. I guess you're asking yourself, where are the other 10 IP addresses? If the range is 1024 and each subnet is using 547, well, Azure reserves 5 IP addresses within each subnet ending with 0, 1, 2, 3, and 255. 0 network address, 1 reserved for the default gateway, 2 and 3 reserved to map the Azure DNS IPs to the VNet space, and 255 for the network broadcast address. Next, let's check our virtual network diagram. Notice that in our virtual network diagram, we have two subnets, front end and back end. We have successfully created our virtual network in Azure Cloud Computing Platform. Thank you for watching this video and following along. Have a lovely day and stay safe. Till next time.